Give me
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good recording.
okay, guys. So in previous session in morning class, we have already completed till 1 second. I'll describe. We have completed till here. Like in morning class, we have completed find the roots. So in morning, okay, good. So we have completed this one, like how to define a function, how to call a function, how can you pass, how can you pass number of arguments, how can you take the multiple return values, how can you take multiple return values. Okay, what is a tuple? Okay, how can we unpack the tuple? Okay, right. How can we create a function to return multiple values, and then how to find the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay. Then then in evening class, because both classes are going parallelly almost. So in evening class in evening class I described like what is a scope of what is a scope of what is a scope of our variable. So let's see. Okay, because in morning class I have to start from here only, and then I will move. Okay, so first 15 minutes we'll do and then move. Okay, let's see. So this is our, you can see here, this is LEGB. LEGB means there is a local variables, there is enclosed variable, there is a global variable, and there is a built-in variable. Built-in, built-in. So we'll see what is the scope of, how can we find uh, what is local variable, what is enclosed variable, what is global variable, and what is built-in variable. So we'll see here, we'll see here. So let's suppose I want to define a function. Let's suppose I want to define a function. So for defining a function, how can we define? We can define a function using def keyword, and I write a function name and passing some argument, and then after the colon I write here body part. Okay, so this function will be doing something and returning base into base power POW1. So we can see here there is a one variable POW1 equal to 3, which is defined in the function. So if a variable which is defined in the function, so that variable is called a local variable. So inside the function, variable is called local variable, and the scope of this variable, this variable only within this function only. So you can use this local variable within this function. If you are trying to use this function out of this function, it won't be work. It won't be work. Right. Then after, the, then after, then after, let's see, we can use same name or local variable and global variable. So we can use same name, local variable and global variable. So we'll see here, we can see here, I have one variable called new underscore value equals to 10. So what is global variable? A variable which is defined outside the function. A variable which is defined outside the function is called a global variable. A variable which is defined outside the function is called the it's called the global variable. So let's suppose I want to define a function, the function called fun underscore power, and I passing the argument base. Okay, passing the argument called base and defining using the keywords called def. I want to write here new underscore value equals to 2. So you can see here I'm writing here both the variables. The name of the variables is same. Okay, new underscore value equals to is equals to local variables. So this is a treat like a local variable because it's defined under the function. And you can see here once this function defined, it is returning base into new values. So base square new values, you can see here base to the power new values. You can see here once you pass the function underscore power passing the values to. So what is the answer? What will be the answer? It will be 4. It will be 4, not 1024. It will be 4 because the scope, because the controls comes here first. First controls comes here. It will map with this base. Okay, we are passing the 2. It will map the base. Base will contain now values called 2. Okay, and then it directly comes here, it try to return base into, so now base contains 2 into power into that means into means into means the whole the power to then new values. So it will try to find what is the value of new underscore value. So first it will search in their function, into the function, is there any variable which is defined in the function. So it will search new underscore value, is there any variables. So it here there is a variable called new underscore value. So if it find new underscore value equals to 2, so it will be applied here. If let's suppose we are not defining any variable inside the function, so that it will go to the next one. So you can see here first it will be search for local. First it will be search for local. As per this result, first it will be search for local. So you can see here, you can see here the output will be 410. The output will be, you can see here the output will be 410. Output one will be 410. You can see here the output will be 410. Next one is you can see here, next one is searches for local variable. If not found, then searches for enclosed. Then searches for enclosed. If not found, then search for global. So first it will search local, then enclosed, then global. First it will search local, then enclosed, then global, then global. So you can see here, let's try with the program. We'll quick complete here. Here. Let's try with the one program. So I have already described in evening session. Let's say complete here. Okay. So let's suppose I want to write here. Let's suppose I want to define one function fun underscore square fun underscore square. I want to define one function fun underscore square, passing the argument, passing the passing the argument base, and I define one local variable POW1. I define one local variable POW1, and then I try to return. I try to return base into POW1. POW1. So this is our function fun square. Let's suppose I'm trying to pass here fun underscore square and passing the values 4. So what will be the output, guys? Tell me what will be the output. Tell me. What will be the output? Yeah. So we can see here output is 64. We can see here output is 64. Okay. Okay. So next use case is let's suppose I define the function. I just wanted to copy here. I define the function, same function. Okay. And and I I write I want to write one variable called same variable's name POW1 POW1 here. So then tell me what will be the output? What will be the output? What will what? Okay. So we can see here okay indented below. We can see here. I want to check the output one underscore square. So I want to check. Let's suppose I passed here. Let's suppose I pass here 4. So we can see here output is still 64 because output is still 64 because I told you first this 4 will map with this base. Okay, and then base 4 then it will be searching for variables called POW1. First it will be look into the local variable. First it will be look into the local for looking for local variable inside the function. So yeah, is there any variable which is defined inside the function? Yes, we have a POW1 which is defined inside the function. So it will be looking for here. Let's suppose in same examples, I write here POW1. Okay, okay, and then execute. Then tell me what will be the output? What will be the output? Yeah. So we can see here the output will be the not 3 square 6. So the output will be 4 p power, yeah, 4 p power 6, because this POW1 is not in the function, not in this function. That means there is no local variable which is defined in the function. So it will be search then enclosed function. So there is no any enclosed function. Then it will be search in global global variable. So you can say here out of the function it is defined. So this is our global variable. This is our local variable. So as of now, we are done with global variables and local variables. So first you can see here. First it will search in local variable, then enclosed, then global, then built-in. So let's describe one more examples. Let's describe one more examples. Let's suppose I'm taking here one example I already given. Let's suppose describe. Let's suppose I have a function called fun underscore outer. Okay, fun underscore outer. I'm trying to pass any values arguments called base. Okay, arguments called base. Okay, let's suppose execute first. Okay, I want to call here. I want to call here fun. I want to call here fun underscore outer. Fun underscore outer. Fun underscore outer. I'm passing the values called. I'm passing the values called 4. So guys, tell me what will be the output. Guys, tell me what will be the output. Yeah, let me ask first with Ashif. You have already attended the sessions. Uh, let ask. Let me ask for some more. Yeah. So Venkat, what will be the output? Tell me. Venkat, what will be the output? 34. Good. Five. Okay. Good. 34. So how it's let's see. Good. So I want to describe here. Let's yeah. I want to describe here. I want to describe here. I want to describe here. I want to describe here b equals to 30. B equals to 30. Def 100 for outer. I want to describe here. I want to describe here. Let's see. Let's see. We have a so you can see here 100 for outer. So once it will compete with base, once it will be complete with base on underscore outer, first control goes here. So it will base will take the values 4. Okay, then control directly comes here because what what function it will be returned. So control after all control comes here. So this is first time. Then controls comes here. Then controls comes here. This is the second step. Once controls comes here, the function underscore outer should be written something. Should be written something. But here is no any. Yeah, we can. Yeah. So global is global, common for everyone. So fun underscore inner, you can see here it is this fun underscore outer try to return fun underscore inner base, fun underscore inner base. You can try to see here fun underscore inner, right? Fun underscore inner. So once it will try to return fun underscore inner, so it will not directly return. First, this is also a function. So return type of return of this function is again a function. So it will goes here fun underscore inner base. So third time it will come here. So this is the third step. It will come here. Okay, and the values which is stored by base, what is the base values 4, it will come here, and this will be input for this inner variable, this inner function. So x will map with 4, x will map with 4, right? Then again this is the function, so it directly goes to the return of this function. So this is the step 4. Step 4, it will return here. And what is the return? X plus b1. So what is the values of x? Values of x equals to 4. Values of x equals to 4 plus b1. So it will look this b1 variable. It will look this b1 variable inside their own function. Is this b1 is there? No. Then after it will look enclosed. Then after it will look enclosed. Then after it will look for enclosed function. So is there b1 is there? No. Then after it will look for global. Yeah, b1 is there. So it will use the values called 30. So 4 plus 30 output will be 34. So this is the way you can easily got it, like how it's working. So first one is local, then enclosed, then global, then building. So as of now, we have done with. You can see here. I have really described. You can, okay, you can see here, you can see here, yeah, you can see here, this, uh, this one is, this one is enclosed. Enclosed means this variable is in the function, outer function, but out of this inner function. So this is called enclosed. So b equals to 20 is enclosed. For this function, this is the out of this function, but not an out of this outer function. So within the outer function, but out of the inner function is called enclosed function, enclosed variable in nested function. Got it? Good. So as of now we have completed. As of now we have completed. As of now we have completed this. Okay, I will do. Wait a moment. See here. See here. This is first. This is our function which is defined. So this is outer function. In this outer function, I define one function. So how can you define a function? A function name, def function name passing the argument and their return type. So the return type of this function is this one, right? So this is the return. Again, in this function, you are defining another function, def function underscore inner, and in this function there is one return here. Okay. So this is two function which is defined into the one function which is defined in the function. So first one is outer function and one is inner function. You can see here fun underscore outer. You can see here fun underscore outer. You can see here fun underscore outer equals fun underscore outer. You can see here fun underscore outer is 4. Fun underscore outer we are passing 4 here. So this 4 will be goes and map with base. So this 4 will be actual argument for this fun underscore outer function. So first time controls comes here. Then as you know that the function should return something. So again the controls comes here at returning point. Okay. So you can see here the return of this function is again a function. So first it will be calculate. Okay, so calculate fun underscore inner base. So base value is 4. Base is 4. So fun underscore inner, for fun underscore inner base this 4 will be matched with this value, you know, because this is the function and if you can suppose here we are passing here 4. We are passing here 4. So for this fun underscore inner, yeah, x. Okay, so this is our third step. Okay, once the function calls, then again controls comes here at returning point. This is the step 4, and it will be return x plus b1. So what is the values of x plus b1? What is the values of x plus b1? X is as of now x is 4 plus b1 is what is the b1? So it will search in first local variable, because for local variable, so b is equals to 10, it's not mapped with b1. Okay, so again it will search is this b1 is in out of this function, so out of this function, but into this inner outer function, so this is enclosed function, so no, b1 is not here also. Then after it will search b1 is out of the function, that means global variable, so it will take the values from here. Okay, so 4 plus 30, it will return 34 to this function. After the calculation it will return to here 34. This 34 will return here again, and then this 34 return here again. and then after it will say this is the final answer. Are you getting my point, Venkat? Are you getting my point? Okay, cool. Okay. So got it. Okay. So we can see here, as of now we have completed, as of now we have completed local variables, then global variables, then built-in variables. We have completed this next. Okay. Next, coming to the point, let's understand this, what is built-in scope. What is built-in scope? Okay. First, what is built-in scope? Okay. So, what is, you can do some practice also. Hi Vikrant, this is level 2 actually. This is level 2 session. If you want, you can continue, otherwise, because you are in level 1 then. Yeah. So, your installation has been completed, Vikrant? Vikrant, are you there? Vikrant, are you there? Vikrant, are you there? Vikrant, are you there? Okay, no issue. So we can see here. So you can do some practice also, like passing different values. Okay. So global variables, so outer variables. Let's just start with understanding built-in scope. So let's suppose understanding built-in scope. Okay. So let's suppose we have a variable called a underscore str. Let's suppose we have a variable called a underscore str. A underscore str. Let's suppose we have a variable called a underscore str. A underscore str. A underscore str. Right. Called Python, and you are trying to find out length a underscore str. So length is a system defined function. Alien built-in is in object. So I want to define one built-in scope. Let's see first. I defined here one variable called a underscore vr. A underscore vr. A variable called a underscore vr. A underscore vr. Okay. I define a variable called a underscore vr def underscore function in. I'm passing this a underscore vr. I define here one string global variable. A underscore vr I define here global variable. I'm trying to define one function. Function name is a underscore fun. Passing an argument in underscore variable, and I'm trying to get the length of in underscore variable. I'm trying to get the length of in underscore variable and try to assign this alien underscore in underscore variable. So length is a built-in function. Length is a built-in function. I'm trying to define and trying to print here. Print input variable is often length and length in variable. So let's suppose I pass here a underscore fun, a underscore fun. Once I will try to call this function, let's suppose I'm trying to call this function a underscore fun. I'm passing here ram. Okay, so we can see here, let's suppose I'm passing here ram. So we can see here first controls map with here in underscore variable. Okay, then controls comes here, and there is a alien function in underscore variable. There is alien function, and it mapped with ram. So length of ram. So if first this function will check, is there any function which is inside the function? Is there any name which is called length, which is called length inside the function? No. So again it will check, is there any function which is the name called the name called name called lane in global. No. So then it will consider just like a built-in. Yeah, it will check in the our uh, file. It will check in the file. If you want to say here, go side here, where you install your anaconda in C drive. uh, in C drive, let's suppose. So if you want to go there, this is suppose, let's suppose you want to go there. I want to show dot control dot instance. This is the navigator only. Can you mute yourself, please? File actually. In the same C program, MySQL reference by itself. What is this file? Okay, so we have a site package. Site package actually I don't know in this laptop. There is one link. So once you go with the, kindly go to the site package in your system. Can you move? So we can, I want to show like once you go the into your site package, you can see lot of packages is there. This is my office laptop. Kindly mute yourself, please. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Okay. So you can check offline. You can check offline so that you can find a lot of packages. Okay. So we have a, so we can see here, there is a alien function which is not in local variable, locally defined, which is not defined globally, but still it's working fine because it defines in built-in function, but it defines in built-in. Again, taking another examples here. Let's suppose I want to write another codes here in a underscore variables, global variable. This is just simple string. I'm passing this variable a underscore variable. I want to define my own alien function. I want to define my own alien function, and I want to give my own logic, because as you know that the length function is just finding the length of given string. But I want to define my own alien function. I want to define my own alien function. Okay. So let's see. There is a underscore variable. This is the global variable assigned. I want to define one function called alien, and it's taking the argument in underscore if we are variables and printing. This is called my alien function, and the logic is first L will assign to 0, and then I'm trying to do some for loop on I with start with whatever in underscore vr you are passing here. It will comes in I. It will comes in I. Let's suppose you are passing here Python. It will iterate one by one. Iterate one by one. First iterate in the first iterator P will read. Then second iterator Y will read. Okay, and then after you are trying to assign L plus equals to 2, plus equals to 2 and returning the length, plus equals to 2 and returning the length. You can see here after the first iteration there is should be your on the L length. It should be first iteration 1, second iteration 0 plus 2, so length will be 2. Third iterator, third length here 2 plus 2, so it will 4. So this is my logic here. This is my logic, because original logic is just given the length function just will give the argument. Just once you are calling the length function, it will gives only output of what is the size of your whatever you are passing, what is the size. So once we'll come calling this length function again I'm trying to use this length function into my codes. So we can see here def a underscore funcy in underscore variable. Once you are trying to call this length function, first it will check in. You can see here. You can see here. First, this is the alien is a built-in function. But still, I'm trying to call this alien function. Still, I'm trying to call this alien function. Length function. Okay, so first it will be check what's control gone there. First it will check is there any variable which is defined in locally. So you can see here, yeah, into our code there is a one function which is already defined with the name of alien. So it will not go to call the global function. It will call to our local function first. It will call to local function. So you can see here, even though I'm passing in this a underscore function ram, so but you can see here it calls this length, this alien is called this function. You can see here what I'm logic right. I write here the logic called my alien function, and input variable of length is 6, because I'm trying to do double up this length through the whatever L is coming. I instead of one counting one, I'm trying to add plus 2. So one length count as a 2. So after the final calculation, the output will be what is the return. You can see here. Let's describe once more. You can see here. It initially length is 0. Once let's suppose you are passing here RAM. You are passing here RAM, right? First comes control comes here. Okay, in AVR it will map with, yeah, there is a RAM. It will find R will assign to I. Okay, I. Okay, but yeah, is there any R will assign to I, and controls comes here in this loop. The length will be double. So first it read the R. Okay, yeah, is there R? Yeah, R is here. Then in first time it will comes here, and it will execute the codes like a L plus equals to 2. Plus equals to 2 means, as you know that x plus equals to 2 means what is the meaning of x plus equals to 2 means, first it will be add first it will be add x plus 2. This is the meaning of x plus equals to 2. This is the meaning of x plus equals to 2. This is the meaning of x plus equals to 2. This is the meaning. So first it will be add x plus 2 and then again assign in same line. So this is the one line code which is representing the x equals to x plus 2. So let's example. I'm taking examples here. Initially length equals to 0. Same as it is. Length equals to 0. Length equals to 0. L plus equals to 2. Length equals to 0. So L initially contains. So L plus equals to 2 means length is equals to, the meaning of length plus equals to 2 means length equals to L plus 2. L plus 2. So now we can see here length equals to 0 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, so now the first iteration L will be the first iteration L will be 2. Okay, then after second iteration comes here and it will read the A. Okay, then controls comes here and then L. Now the values of L equals to 2. So you can see here L L equals L plus equals to 2. That means L equals to, that means L is equals to L plus 2. So what is the values of the L? The values of L equals to 2 plus 2. So it will be assigned to again 4. Okay, so in next iteration the values L holds the values 4. Then after controls comes here and it reads the M. This reads the M. Yeah. Okay. M, and then controls comes here in third iteration. Hey, not I'm not. You can check the return here. Return is L. Return is not I. Return is L. You can check what is the return. Sure. I will do that. I will do that. So we can check here. The return is L. Return is L. Once complete first. Okay. So after the third iteration, L equals to 2, 4. After the third iteration, the values map with M. Okay, controls comes here. I holds M. Yeah, there is the one variable. Controls comes here, and now in third iteration L plus equals to 2. So what is the L plus equals to 2? Again it will be L equals to, L plus equals to 2 means L is equals to L plus 2. L plus 2. So you can see here the values which is holds the L is 4. So 4 plus 2 L, and the same values I'm returning because now controls comes here. I, is there any values which is holds in underscore variable? No. So no. So now the iteration stop because condition will be false and it's returning the L. So what is the last value which is hold by the L? This is 6. So 6 will be returned. So this is how this function is working. So let me explain once more. As I told that there is a, first it will check locally, then enclosed, then global, then built-in. Locally, enclosed, global, and built-in. So we can see here what I'm trying to do. First, I write first I write here my own length function. As we know that we have a already function. Let me sir will will this function override the built-in alien function? Yeah, this is overriding. Same thing I'm describing, man. You can see here. Let's suppose I'm passing here a underscore var. I'm passing here a underscore var. Let's suppose I passing Anuj. Okay, I want to know length of a underscore var. So you can see here length is equals to var. Length of equals to var. Even though if you want to know what is length, you can check here how it's working. This is the it check like a string object. Okay, this is the built-in function. So this is the built-in return number of items of container. How many items in this container? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 items in this container. So this is the return of this function. But I want to override this function. I want to override this function. Even though let's suppose you call the function called def underscore fun underscore var. Okay, and you are trying to call a underscore map with a underscore vr. Okay, a underscore vr, and it will return length of a underscore var. Okay, so you can see here once I'm calling the function with fan. Okay, and you are trying to pass the length is called, let's suppose you are trying to pass the length is called uh, let's suppose I'm trying to pass length is called venkat. So we can see here let me close it. So we can see here this is the def underscore fun underscore vr return alien equals to a underscore vr. So I'm calling fun underscore vr venkat. I'm calling fun underscore vr. This is the venkat. So first of all, it goes control comes here, map is here, and trying to call alien. The first it will check is there alien in our local. So no. Then after it will check is there alien in close. No. Then after check in their alien is global. Global function is defined. No. Then after it goes to call the built-in function because alien is a built-in function. But I want to call my own. I want to call my own length function. So how can we do? First, I have to define one function called len, function called len, and this function will taking one argument same as it is. I want to call like a taking an argument a underscore var1. Okay, and and I want to know the return. I want to take one local variables which is start with 0. I want to call for loop. I want to call in for I in. Okay, I want to call whatever values which is contains a underscore var1. I want to loop it. A underscore var1, whatever values which is contained from the a underscore var1, I want to loop it. Loop it means first it will check one by one, and one by one, and then so then after what I can do, it will l plus equals to 2, l plus equals to 2, and it will return So return will be out of function. So out of function, that means we can write here. So return, I want to return what the
L.
L. I want to return L. I want to return L. I want to return L. So you can see here. You can see here. I write. I define my own function. I define my own function. One function. First, it will check the first. It will let's suppose you are passing the values called Abhi. You are passing the values called Abhi. So A underscore V are matched with Abhi. It will iterate first. I goes here. Okay, I goes here. We are not performing any operation on that ABHI. So first control, is there A? Yeah, A is there. So it comes here and it will be increase the size of their length. Then B, then C, then A. So every iteration we are increasing the L values with the multiple of 2. Every iteration we are increasing the L values with the multiple of 10. 2. That means once we'll iterate 5 times, the length will be increased 5 into 2, 10. So this is our logic of calculating the length. I don't want to return actual length. I want to return double of that length. I want to return double of that length. So how can you do? How can you do? So let's suppose you call here function call function function call fun underscore var okay, and fun underscore var which is function called fun underscore var, and you are trying to pass here. So you can see here now the output is 12. You can see here now the output is 12. Now it's fine, Venkat. Now it's fine. Now it's fine or not? Tell me, guys. Yeah, got it? No, sir. What is the issue, Anuj? Tell me. Tell me, Anuj. What? Actually, we can see here. We can see here. We can see here. I want to override. So this is our function. You can see here. This is the fun underscore var is the function. I'm passing an argument, and this function is returning. This function is returning alien of length of that variable value. So whatever you are passing, this function will return the length. So if there is no any alien function in our local system, so it will call to the built-in function. It will call to built-in function. So previously I did not define any local alien function. Yeah, one underscore var is global. Why this is one underscore var is here? One underscore var is a function here. Why you are saying global? This is the function actually. I want to call one function called fun underscore var, and this function don't take it heavy. Just simple thing. We have a function called fun underscore var. It's taking one argument a underscore variable and returning length of the a underscore variable. Once we are passing the values when cut, it will match with a underscore vr, and return is prime to length of a underscore vr. So first it will check, is there any function name called alien in our local system? So if no, okay, if no, so it will call the built-in function. So the return of this length built-in function is just calculate the items, how many items in the container. So you can say here 3, 4, 5, 6 items in the calculator. Okay. So this is the logic of built-in function. But I don't want to use this logic. I don't want to use this logic. I want to override. I want to override the function. So so I define same function name len a underscore vr. It taking one argument. It will take one argument, and whatever argument you are passing, it will be iterate. Let's suppose you are passing here Venkat. We are passing here Venkat here. So in I first iteration, we will check is there any value which maps with the I. Yes, we can. So in this loop, we are not working, we are not performing any operation which is based on I. We are just increase the length. Right, you are right. Right. So you are right, Lakshmi Priya. So we can see here L plus equals to 2. So we'll just increase length equals to length plus equals to 2 means length whatever length plus equals to 2 means length plus 2. Length equals to length plus 2. So 0 plus 2 first iteration the length will become 2. Second iteration the length will be becomes 4. In the same way, it will be iterate till t. So once our control reaches at the position t, the length will be become 12. So this is the output. Got it? Anuj, got it? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. 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 Good. Venkat Raghu, any doubts? Vikrant, are you there?
Yes, I
Vikrant.
am.
So
Yes, yes.
have you installed the Anaconda?
Yes, yes. Yesterday I did successfully. It happened.
Okay, good. Okay. So Rahul has helped you out or not? I told to
So
Rahul.
he helped me out. Yeah. He actually, with the help of him, only that had happened. I installed thrice, then uninstalled, then again he came
Okay.
on any task, and then he started doing that.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Super. Okay. So as of now we have completed here. As of, as of now we have completed here. Swati, any doubt? Suresh, Lakshmi Priya, Lakshmi Priya, Lakshmi Priya, Sai. Okay. Okay. Suresh Kumar. Okay, Suresh, your email ID is, can you drop your email ID please? Yeah, Suresh KT ORN. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll see in next class. Okay, okay. Of course, we can do anything. Our use case is not printing V2K. Our use case is instead of using a built-in function, I want to implement my own function, local function. That is my scope, that is my use case. The first things like what is our problem statement, then you should work accordingly. So we can see here we have gone through with we have completed I want to show, got it. Yeah, super. So I want to show here. Thanks. So we can see here, we have a, as of now we have completed LEGB scope of we have completed this one. We have completed this one. This one we have completed. If you want to define, even though let's suppose we have a one function max function, it is returning, but instead of that I want to return. Let's suppose you find the max of 1 to 10 for. I don't want to return max. I want to return instead of you can pass any logic. How are you? Return 0. So it will return in this way. I want to override mean also. So in this way you can define your own. In this way you can define your own function. Okay. So first, once you define your own function, it will cause the local function, because even though in real life we are we used our custom defined function, even though python given lot of function, lot of packages, but I don't want to use them. I want to use my own logic, because every business have their own business logic. There should be uh, one business logic. So what is the requirement of our business? According to our business, we can define the function and we can use our function. I don't. My business is saying like in me is different. Like in our business terms, the meaning of mean is little bit different. I want to do some different, so we can define same name, no issue. Got it. So in next session we'll see. In next session we'll see. We will see like what is default and flexible argument. What is default and flexible argument? We have a four types of argument in order to define. So we'll see what is mandatory, optional, what is key, how to absorb some system defined function, how to use the default arguments. We'll see each and everything. I'm not skipping here anything. Flexible argument. Okay. So as I told, I teach you 0 to 100. Don't think about that. If you are not aware about flexible argument, you can use Lakshmipriya, are you asking something? Lakshmipriya, are you asking something? Lakshmipriya, tell me.
No. Yes.
Any question?
I'm
Any
no
doubt?
no doubt, sir.
Okay, okay. If you have doubt,
I'm
you
not
can
able
ask.
to hear your voice. That's why I'm being.
Okay, so are you clear with what I'm trying to teach you? Are you clear? Any doubts?
Yeah. Yeah. No
Any
doubt, sir.
simple doubt?
No.
Okay, so are you doing practice?
Yeah, I did.
So now your system is working or is still problem? Sorry, I did not ask.
Yeah, it's okay. No issues. Yeah, it's working.
So on same system or you have changed
No,
your laptop?
I'm working in another laptop.
Okay, it's working fine, right?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
I installed 64 beta. It's working fine for me.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. This is some compatible issues with 32-bit Anaconda.
Yeah.
I find a lot issues. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. So guys, we have another batch in 8 a.m. actually. So that 8 a.m. batch, I have started deep learning. So I don't think so. So before understanding the deep learning neural network theory, you have to some knowledge of machine learning. Then only you can easily understand. No issue. Thank you so much.